scored his 9th first-class century as the visitors, after being sent in, reached 209 for 4 at Stumps on day 1 of the inaugural WICB PCL Regional 4-day competition against Trinidad and Tobago Red Force at Queen's Park Oval today. Brathwaite is on 115 not out, sharing an unbroken 124-run 5th wicket partnership with Shane Dorich, who is unbeaten on 50. Marlon Samuels has so far taken 3 for 34. In the day's other opening games, Guyana Jaguars reached 230 for 5 against the Leeward Islands at the Guyana National Stadium. Narsing Dionarine is unbeaten on 73, and over at Sabina Park in Jamaica, the Windward Islands Volcanoes are struggling on 16 for 3 after bowling out the Jamaica franchise team for 208. Alison Ball picked up 6 for 45 for the Volcanoes. 3 Barbadians are into the quarterfinals of the ASP Soup Bowl Women's Junior Pro. Chelsea Tuak, Chelsea Rowett, and Olivia Warden. Barbados will also be well represented in the men's action, with 6 making it to the second round of the boys' Junior Pro: Daniel Edgell, Jacob Burke, Joshua Burke, Killian Blanford, Shay Allen, and Dane Mackey. This afternoon, the ladies took center stage. Marsha Boyce reports.
Quarterfinal action in the Soup Bowl Pro Women's Open Heat 1. Leilani McGonigal scored a 5.83 on her first wave to take the lead, getting some good turns and riding it out. Now, after scoring 4.83 on her first wave, Barbadian Chelsea Tuak, the defending women's champion here in yellow, was looking to do better on her second. And she did, catching a good wave and getting the cutbacks, taking it all the way to the inside for a score of 6.85, which put her into the lead. The other surfer in this heat was Malia Oysterkamp of the USA. Her highest individual wave score was 4.47 for this one. But Tuak would wrap up the top spot in this heat with another good wave, scoring 6.50 for a combined 13.33 to finish ahead of McGonigal and Oysterkamp. She advances to the semifinals of the Women's Open. Now, all 3 of these ladies are also into the quarterfinals of the ASP Soup Bowl Women's Junior Pro, with Tuak and McGonigal of Costa Rica advancing automatically. Looking at some of the action from round 1. Tia Blanco of the USA in red would top Heat 1 with 2 highest scores of 5.07 and 5.77 for a combined 10.84 to advance to the quarters. Fellow American Kira Pinkerton also advanced. The 12-year-old scored a total of 9.20. Now to Heat 2, Zoe McDougall of Hawaii set herself up nicely, scoring 6.7, getting a couple of turns out of her first wave. But she would have to settle for second in this heat, particularly after this showing from American Cassidy McCain on her second wave. McCain racked up 6.17 on her way to the top with a total of 9.67. Heat 3 was a battle between Bailey Nagy of Hawaii and Jasmine Dean of the USA, with Nagy laying down the challenge here with a 6.67 and going even better, matching the highest individual wave score of the day with 8.67, and you could see why. Off the lip, nice turns, she scored a total of 15.34 for the top spot. Dean would be second in the heat with a total of 12.23. Her highest scoring wave was this one for 6.40. She would also advance to the next round. Tessa Tyson of Guadeloupe coming out the back in yellow. She will take Heat 4 to advance. She's the World Junior Championship silver medalist, here recording a 6.83 and later a 6.03 for a total of 12.86 to win the heat. With the clock winding down in that heat, Oysterkamp of the USA scored 5.23, pushing her total to 9.73 on her last wave, to just edge Caroline Marks, also of the USA, by 0.07 for the second spot and a place in the next round. Marsha Boyce, CBC Sports.
Thanks, Marsha. 5 times in a row. That's now Graydon Seeley's record as champions in the Barbados Secondary Schools Under-19 Netball League competition. Yesterday at the Netball Stadium, they defeated Springer Memorial in a close final. Again, here's Marsha Boyce.
The stage was set for the exciting final between the defending champions Graydon Sealy and Springer Memorial. Springer would be the ones to take the first real advantage, going up 3-1. But this game was always going to be a close one, with some good pedigree in both teams. Graydon Sealy would rally to be the ones in front by the end of the first quarter, up 8-6. The lead in this game would change several times in the second quarter. Springer would again level and move ahead. That's goal shooter Shaquilla Smith. She scored 20 from 25 in the game. But she didn't always have it her way in the circle. Graydon Sealy goalkeeper Latifah Wood coming up with the big block. The rain came, but that didn't take away from the intensity. Centre Tiffany Morris with the interception and a good pass into Smith, who scored. Graydon Sealy were keeping pace at the other end. Goal attack Alyssa Bino with a nice bounce pass to Shonika Wharton. That goal tied the game up at 14-all. Now Bino again in the action, this time coming up with the interception. Graydon Sealy would take a 2-goal lead into the halftime break. They're up 17-15. Springer now looking to close the gap at the start of the third. Khadija Domingo, she scored 11 from 20. The teams traded goals in this quarter, but defense was also key. Wood coming up with another block, winning possession for Graydon Sealy. But goal defense Shantae Seal gets the interception for Springer. And looking for Smith in the circle, Wood came up with another good defensive move. Graydon Sealy would hold on to their advantage. Wharton finding Bino between the defenders. She scored 10 of her 16. They're up 25-22 at the end of the third. We were in for a nail-biting final quarter, and Graydon Sealy captain Wharton was fighting hard to lead her side to victory. She scored 23 from 27. Wharton put away all 7 of her attempts in the quarter. Here set up by a good pass from wing attack Shantae Bino. But this game had another twist left in it, as Springer, still fighting, chipped away at the 4-goal deficit. Smith getting the better of a fully stretched Wood on this occasion. They would level the score at 30 as Smith converted this penalty shot. And they took the lead with another. Springer up 31-30 with 2 minutes remaining. But after Graydon Sealy leveled, maybe the tense atmosphere got the better of the Springer girls. They missed out on several chances to wrap up the game, opportunities they would definitely regret. In the dying stages, Graydon Sealy would seize their chances, with Wharton leading the way. They won by 2 at the final whistle, 33-31. Graydon Sealy under-19 champions once again.
At first I was a bit frightened that we lost, but I believe in my girls and I have confidence in my girls, so I believe that if they really want it, they will go after it.
Marsha Boyce, CBC Sports.
The Barbados Turf Club's third and final racing season starts tomorrow with the 24th edition of the Courtesy Breeders' Classic as the featured event. The Classic will have a small field of 7 going after a total purse of just under $35,000. Last year's winner was Are You Talking to Me? However, the 2011 winner, Zoom, will be looking to give trainer Edward Walcott Jr. his second success in this event. However, Sirius Black, racing for champion trainer Victor Cheeseman, will start as the favorite, looking to eclipse the record of 1 minute 49.4 seconds set by Bounce back in 2008. Post time at the Garrison Savannah is 12:30 p.m. The title sponsors of the ongoing Beacon Insurance Super League soccer tournament reassured their commitment to football and the island's youth during a media briefing at their White Park Road office.
We see the youth of this wonderful country as our future, and we are happy to invest in this tournament, which seeks to showcase these players to many international colleges and club coaches who may be scouting for talent, and to assist them in reaching their goals. We are also pleased for the opportunity to be a part of the initiative to bring back the competitiveness of sports to the north of the island.
The tournament continues tomorrow with the knockout phase at the Mahika grounds in Speightstown, but organizer Jack Bavell said there is a bigger purpose.
The tournament is also being used to prepare members of the Barbados Soccer Academy on the 17 and on the 19 teams to prepare them for a showcase in Fort Lauderdale. Over the last 10 years that the Barbados Soccer Academy was going, we have secured 20 scholarships to many colleges overseas. And by your sponsorship and by your support will help prepare the players to position them in an environment where they can continue to showcase their skills to courses from Harvard University, many of the top colleges in the United States. And I'm hoping that 4 or 5 of these players will receive scholarships.
That's